goal lang natin for today is for you guys to memorize your body graph. And sabay-sabay natin siya gagawin. Sobrang easy lang niya, guys. Kasi, ako nga, drinawin ko to, guys. But anyway, as you can see, your body graph has 9 shapes. Okay? Kung familiar kayo sa chakra system, it's going to be extra easy for you. Pero if you're not familiar with the chakra system, it's fine. Okay? So, if you're going to look at your chart by the end of this session, my goal is when I ask, do you have an open head? Do you have an undefined head? Alam niyo kagad yung isasagot. Hindi na mag-iisip na, ay, ano nga ba? Open head ba ako? Undefined head. So, ang goal natin right now is ma-memorize nyo yung actual body graph nyo. Okay? So, ngayon, I encourage you guys to open your chart if you have your chart with you. If you're on your phone, you can check it out in totalhumandesign.com. If wala, I will give you time. Okay? Okay. So now, while you're looking at your body graph, ayan, unang gagawin natin is to memorize the names. Okay? Memorize muna natin yung names. So, itong pinakataas, itong triangle na going up, very, 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 simple lang yung name niya. It's called the head. Head. Kasi siya yung head. Diba? Head is dito. Okay? Now, if the head has a color, pag may color siya, it means it is defined. Okay? So, check nyo if may color yung head nyo, colored or uncolored. Now, kapag colored siya, it means pag may color, defined. Okay? Defined. Pag may color, defined. No color, dali lang, undefined. Okay. Wow, ang dami nating uncolored. Because 70% of the population is open head. Only around 30% yung defined yung head. Kagaya ni Alex, o diba? Siya lang yung colored sa atin. So head, the head is what? This is a mental pressure center. Okay? Very, lang siya. Very, top of the head. Kapag yung head equals mental, okay? Mental pressure center. Meaning, if you have undefined about the center, which is responsible for mental pressure, ibig sabihin, you don't have the capacity to naturally hold that pressure. Meaning to say, if you're open on the head and there's a lot of mental pressure in your head, it means to say it's not yours. Okay? It can be from the people that surrounds you. It can be from the things that you see on social media. It can be the things that are, affecting you mentally. Okay? So meaning, if by blueprint, when we say blueprint is your human design, diba? Undefined ka sa head, and you are the type of person who processes a lot of mental pressure, it will show up as this is. Okay? So, pwedeng nag-vertigo ka, lagi kang may sakit ng ulo. Ayan. If you know someone na laging nagsasabi, alam mo, sis, may gawin na akong konti, ang bilis sumakit ng ulo ko. There's a higher percentage that person has an undefined head center but processes a lot of mental pressure. That's why, if you know you're open in your head, ayan, and you process a lot of mental pressure, just, do something that would take your mental space out of it. Because at the end of the day, it's not yours to process. I know it's very, hard because we've been heavily conditioned, tayo mga Pilipino, especially tayo mga Pilipina, no, na lagi tayong encouraged to think bago mag-isip, bago gumawa ng decision, mag-isip ng maraming beses, ayan. my plan A, my plan B, my plan C. And what happens when we push ourselves to perform into something that we are not natural of? It spikes up. It spikes up our cortisol. So nagiging stress tayo, and then we have a lot of diseases, we gain a lot of weight. Not just that, but it really manifests physically. Okay? And one thing that I've noticed, guys, di tayo sa nature na nating mga Pilipino, it's kung saan tayo mahina, doon natin pipilitin maging magaling. To that point na naging magaling na tayo doon sa bagay na mahina naman tayo to begin with, na na-attach na tayo doon sa ininvest nating time, effort, money, etc. na hindi na natin ma-let go yung hindi tayo. I'm going to give you an example. Di ba, nung mga bata tayo, kapag hindi ka magaling sa math, anong gagawin ng magulang? Dadalhin ka sa Kumon. Ipapag-tutor ka sa math. May nakasama, sige, dadalhin kita dyan. I-enroll kita dyan. Hindi ka magaling sa English, okay, ikukuha kita ng tutor sa English para gumaling ka sa English. Like, we're so obsessed with trying to be someone who we are not. We're so obsessed in performing, better than everyone else. And then, dapat magaling ka sa lahat. Magaling ka sa science, magaling ka sa math, magaling ka sa Filipino. So, what happens? Dahil nag-invest tayo ng time, energy, effort, resources. Kapag gumaling ka na sa math, dahil doon, sa kapipilit maging magaling sa math, ang hirap na niyang i-let go. It feels like it's already a part of our identity. Diba? And guys, this is not just about subjects that I'm talking about. This goes way beyond school. So, if you can backtrack, ano yung mga bagay na naturally magaling ka na? And ano yung mga bagay na naturally nahihirapan ka? Okay? And if you will have a moment, to think about it, to, maybe jot it down na, ay, oo, dito ako magaling. Dito ako nahihirapan. Just be okay with it without the intention of correcting it. Just observe it. Okay? So what we're going to do today is pure observation. Wala tayong i-correct. Wala akong ituturan na, ganito, ganyan. I want you guys to observe yourself and to really come up with your own self-conviction na, eto nga talaga ako. Hindi nga talaga to natural sa akin. Because when you arrive with your own self-conviction, that's when you will memorize your own human design without having to memorize it. Does it make sense? So, ayan, ngayon guys, alam niyo na na-open yung head nyo, majority. So, pag nahuhuli niyo yung sarili niyo na, oh my God, nag-overthink ako. This is not for me to overthink. Kasi here's the magic, guys. I'm going to give you a little bit of teaser. Here's the magic. When you learn to let go of the pressure na hindi talaga sa inyo, help comes out of nowhere. Like, parang, oh my God, pwede pala yun. Pwede ko pala siyang hindi stressin yung sarili ko. Because it's like this kung maniniwala kayo na each person has a role sa buhay nyo, sa buhay nating lahat, di ba? If open ka dito and you're taking the role of a defined center, paano dadating sa buhay niya yung taong magpa-process ng mental pressure? Kahit nga hindi sa inyo, kinukuha niyo na yung role. It's like you're sending a signal to the universe or to God, kung sino man yung pinaniniwalaan nyo. It's like you're sending that energy out there na I can handle this, I don't need help. It's like you're also robbing other people's chance to showcase their talent, to showcase their capacity on processing that mental pressure. Does that make sense? Okay, so wag tayo magnakaw ng role ng iba. Okay? Dito pa lang pala nag-uumpisa yung nakawan, di ba? Nakawan na energy center. Okay? So next natin is this one. I would like you guys to call it ajna, but this is called third eye. Ajna lang para madaling maalala kasi Audrey Ajna, di ba? Madaling maalala. So, si ajna natin, this is actually a awareness center. Related yung certainty. Certainty. Ayan. So I want you guys to check then if open or defined yung ads na nyo. Ayan. So if you have open ads na, ayan, I want you guys to notice this, okay? Lahat ng arrow na paturo paloob, it's an awareness center. Okay? So, ajna is an awareness center. Papunta siya sa loob. Like, I don't know, alam ko pababa yung turo niya. Pero kasi, like, ito paloob, tapos ito paloob, tapos ito paloob. So, yung tatlong yan, awareness center yan. Pero mamaya sila. Okay? So, punta muna tayo kay ajna. So, si ajna is responsible for, ayan, awareness. So, ito guys, yung pinaka-bago nating OS update. Yung humans natin ngayon, like tayong existing humans ngayon, okay? Meron tayong awareness sa ajna, sa head. Kasi nung unang panahon, nung uga-buga days, yung awareness natin nasa spleen. Body awareness pa siya. Ngayon, nasa mental awareness na tayo. Okay? So, nandun yung upgrade. Now, dahil nagkaroon tayo ng mental awareness, ito naman yung naging effect niya. Naging obsessed tayo with certainty. We want to become certain. Na para bang mali kapag uncertain ka. Na para bang kasalanan kapag hindi ka sure. Okay? And I'm here to tell you guys, it's okay not to be sure. Ang hindi okay is pilitin mong maging sure kahit hindi ka pa sure. Yun yung hindi okay. Pero yung hindi ka sure and acknowledging na hindi ka sure, okay lang yun. Okay? Kasi here's the thing, the challenge that we have right now is, you know, the way that the system is created for us, it's like the only way for us to survive is if we are certain of things. Kapag sure kang may sasahurin. Kapag sure kang may karelasyon na alam mong mamahalin ka hanggang dulo ng walang hanggan. Okay? Na magiging okay lang ang lahat kapag sure na lahat. Sure na yung career, sure na yung savings, sure na yung relationships, di ba? At that's not true. Okay? If your ajna is open, it means you are not here again. You are not here to process certainty. Okay? You're not here to bring certainty to other people. Okay? So kapag ka may mga taong nararamdaman mo, ito guys I want you to observe yourself when you are in a conversation with other people and you feel like this person wants you to be sure. But you know to yourself you're not sure. Take a pause and just say, wait lang, hindi pa ako sure dyan eh. And look how they react. Okay? Will it make them push you, convince you to be sure, or will they allow you to sit with your uncertainty? That's when you will know if that person you're talking to is healthy for you or not. Okay? So, marami sa inyo yung open ajna, and this is also where the answers are coming from. Ngayon, kung open yung ajna mo, ang gift naman dyan, wala kang certainty, wala kang sure ideas, pero, kaya mong ma-absorb yung ideas ng ibang tao. Kaya mong ma-absorb, ma-amplify yung gifts na meron sa ajna. It's like this, guys, ha? Any open center that you have, you don't have the natural capacity to hold whatever pressure yung present sa center na yun. But, ang trade-off niya, you can amplify. Gets? Kasi nga open siya eh. So, hindi mo siya naku-hold, pero kaya mong mag-amplify. So, ibig sabihin, if you're in a board meeting, kung mga kasama mo, defined ajna, maglalabo-labo yan kasi lahat sila may kanya-kanyang idea. And then, sa tingin ko, ito yung magandang update ng Apple kasi ganito-ganyan. And then, sa tingin ko, ito yung magandang magkakagulo sila sa boardroom. Pero dahil ikaw yung open ajna, you are the perfect person to be able to identify which among those ideas are really important. Which among those ideas are really the answer. Kasi ikaw yung totoong lito eh. Gets mo? Kasi you represent the people who are uncertain. So, pag na-feel mo yung, parang mas certain ako dun sa idea nito. Ibig sabihin, that's your power. You have the power of recognizing which idea will work. Okay? So it's not about, hala, undefined ako. Parang, oy, defined si ganito. Kasi when people see their charts, they light up when they see a definition and then they dim down if it's undefined. I want you guys to realize that both of them have powers. It's just a matter of recognizing it. Okay? So kung open ka, that's good. Kung defined ka, that's good. Pareho siyang good. Okay? Check nyo to, guys. Kung meron kayong famous favorite coach or motivational speaker or influencer, kapag nagsasalita siya ng based sa ibang tao, like, as Lao Tzu said, blah, 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 malamang open edge na yan. Kasi yung idea ng ibang tao, ina-expound nila. Pansinin nyo, yung mga influencers na ang galing nilang sumakay sa trend, sa ideas ng iba, like they expound it, may malaking chance na open edge na siya. Pero kita nyo naman guys, di ba, they are really able to use it to their advantage. Ang galing nila mag-expound. Ang galing nilang palalimin yung thought. Kasi nga open siya eh. So meaning, pag open, hindi mo dapat pilitin yung certainty. Hindi mo dapat pilitin yung answers. Anong difference ng mental pressure sa awareness? Ay, ang ganda niyan. I love it. Okay, kasi parang silang head. Okay, si mental pressure is questions. Bakit ba ko nandito? Ano ba itong ginagawa ko? Ajna is answer. Ito pala yun. May mga tao na marami silang sagot, pero hindi nila alam para saan yung sagot. So meaning, marami siyang ideas sa ulo niya, pero minsan di niya alam para saan. Or may mga sagot siya in life, pero di niya alam para saan. So, sa madaling sabi, I like that you brought that up, Sis Alex. Ayan, kumabuksan. Ayan. So, si Head, question siya, si Ajna, answer. Okay? Nice. So, pag may mga katanungan kayo in your head, ano kayang gagawin ko dito? Ganyan. That's mental pressure. Kasi pinapressure mo yung ulo mo eh. Ajna, answer. Kapag pinapressure mo na, may sagot. Okay. So, next, punta na tayo sa truth. So, si truth, siya yung unang box. Ito siya box. So, 70% ng population naman ang defined yung truth. Kaya marami kayong defined. And only around 29-30% yung open truth. Kaya guys, mapapansin nyo, maraming gusto maging influencer, maraming gusto maging vlogger, maraming gustong maging, paano ba? Ayun, ganon. Influencer vlogger. Yung laging chika ng chika. Okay? Kasi nga, majority ng tao ngayon ay defined yung truth. Okay? So, truth is, ano si truth? Communication. Okay, gets nyo na yan. Communication. Pero ano pa? Ano pang meron sa kanya? Eto guys, attention. Baka ngayon nyo lang ito narinig. Truth is responsible for attention. Ayan. Gusto nyong magpapansin. Okay? Para saan ba ginagamit yung truth? Siyempre, para makakall ng attention sa ibang tao or kung sino man. Now, if you have a defined truth, it means to say na you have your unique way of communicate. Lagi ko pala dito truth. Hindi ko pala nasulat yung truth. So, ayan. Si truth natin, it's used for communication, for attention, and manifestation. Ayan. Manifest. Favorite na lahat, manifest. Pansin nyo, topic yan ngayon. Kasi nga marami tayong defined truth, marami tayong gusto mag-manifest, marami tayong may gusto ng attention. So, if you have an open throat, which is very, very few lang, you might have this parang urge na maging defined throat din. Parang kailangan ko ba? Kasing daldal ko din sila, ganyan. So, siguro nung bata kayo, bulol kayo, ganyan, or nahihirapan kayo magsalita. Or kapag mag-isa kayo, hindi naman talaga kayo madaldal. Pero pag naitabi kayo sa madaldal, mas madaldal na kayo. Kasi nga, kapag open yung center, we have the capacity to amplify. Okay? So, siguro ang message ko, whether you have a defined throat or an open throat, is to only speak when it is invited. Okay? That way, you will save a lot of your energy to sharing your wisdom kapag hindi ka naman talaga, ano ba, kapag hindi talaga hinihingi yung voice mo. Kasi, here's the thing guys, something that I've learned, kasi ako weird yung chart ko, defined yung throat ko pero hindi talaga. Kapag defined throat ka guys, tapos wala kang parating kausap, ang hirap. Kasi hindi mo mailabas yung expression ng throat. Diba? Parang may ganun eh. May ganung itch. So kapag defined throat ka, tapos wala kang nakakausap or walang nagre-receive ng expression mo, parang minsan ang kate ng lalamunan mo, ganyan. Or may gusto kang sabihin, tapos di mo masabi because baka may magalit or whatever reason kung ano man. Di kakate talaga yung kakate yung throat mo. So it's really important for you guys to have that outlet. Maybe you wanted to sing, you may want to start a podcast, or whatever. Okay lang yun. Importante is na nasi-share nyo kung ano yung gusto nga express ng throat nyo. Okay? Kasi kapag hindi nyo yan na-express, it will become what? Stagnant energy. And maapektuhan yung buong flow ng energy nyo here. Okay. So now, pupunta na tayo sa gitna, which is the G. Si G, hindi siya na-disclose ni Ra o Ruhu kung ano siya. God, globe, geometry, whatever. So, kami ni Sermon, we would like to call it God heart. God heart. Yun na lang. Kasi yung ego, yung human heart eh. So yung kita nyo guys, may pattern siya. Diamond to na nahati, tapos square. Tapos diamond to, tapos square ulit. Like, diba? Dali lang niya i-memorize. So si G, ano si G? Si G center, okay, check nyo muna guys kung defined or undefined. Si G center ay direction and identity. Okay? Meaning, if you have a defined G center, you have your own specific direction and identity. Okay? Alam mo yan sa sarili mo. Kumbaga, kaya mo yung pressure maging ligaw sa buhay. Kasi alam mo sa sarili mo, may direction talaga yung buhay. Gets mo? Kumbaga parang, dahil alam mo sa sarili mo, kaya mo yung pressure to be lost in life, you allow yourself to be lost. But you know to yourself, you will always come back to your identity, to your direction. Mayabang yung mga defined eh. Joke. I mean, yung mga defined kasi, they have this parang certain presence eh. Kasi defined identity yan eh. Like, pwede silang mapariwara kasi alam nila sa sarili nila na kaya nilang bumalik sa sarili nilang identity. Now, if you have an open G, you will feel pressured about not having a certain direction and identity. Again, if you are an open G, you will feel pressured of not having a certain direction and identity. When I say certain, usually it's the direction na dinidikta ng community, ng society, na socially accepted. Okay? So let's say, for example, tayo mga babae, socially accepted sa atin na mag-asawa, magkapamilya. Ayan. And to perform all of these tasks, maging business owner, housewife, etc. That's a direction. That's an identity, di ba? So kung open G ka, you are easily affected, swayed, na oo nga, ganyan nga yata dapat yung gagawin. But here's the thing. Kasi nga kung open ka, di ba, again, pag open, nakaka-amplify siya. Pwede din tayo maging mas mayabang. Kung mayabang yung define G, mas mayabang tayo sa kanila. Hindi, mali yung direction mo. Mas tama yung direction ko. Kasi totoo naman, guys, kung open G ka, makakayabang ka talaga kasi kaya mong malaman ano talaga yung tamang direction sa hindi. Parang nga sa ads na lang yan kanina, di ba? Sa ideas. So sa direction, tayo din yun. Ma-identify natin kung ang direction ay parang, hindi ko na to gusto. Okay? So here's the catch. Kung open G center ka, you're supposed to be a passenger in this life. Okay? Wag natin i-stress yung sarili natin. Maging sure sa identity, maging sure sa direction. If some of you guys have known me like more than 10 years ago, who I am right now, it's so much different because I remember siguro 10 years ago, 10 years ago, I'm a devout Christian. Like, I would evangelize you and tell you all of the judgmental things the Bible has taught me. You are going to be facing a different Audrey. Okay? But do I feel bad about it? Do I resent myself for having that kind of identity? No. Because that's just part of my journey. Okay? Kasi open G-center ako eh. Dadaanan ko talaga yan. But because open yung G-center ko, yung mga nagstay sa pagiging devout Christian, good for you, but I was able to realize that it's not the direction for me. Kung baga kung passenger ka, kung open yung G-center mo, kaya mong mag-opt out, kaya mong magpara, and say, bababa na ako, hindi ko na gusto tong direction na to. Okay? Alis na ako dito. I'm going to give you another example. Pansinin nyo, yung mga open G, kung may open G friends kayo, or kahit di nyo alam yung chart nila, sila yung madaling yayain. Wait, tara, kain tayo dito, ganyan. Game yan. Pero the moment that they sense something in your group, na parang, halimbawa, niyaya nyo yung friend nyo, tara, coffee tayo, blah, blah, blah. Sobrang excited yan. Parang, I like that, ganyan. And then, nung nag-coffee kayo, dinala nyo siya sa Ortigas, tapos sumakay kayo ng elevator, and then paglabas nyo ng elevator, yung mga tao, sigaw ng sigaw, power, power. Ayan, networking pala yun. Makikita nyo na they wouldn't like that identity. They will opt out. So it's like that. Okay? We're very adaptable, but we're also very easy to analyze. We're very easy to digest the direction. We're very easy to somehow reflect na, shit, hindi ko gusto tong identity lumalabas sa akin ngayon. Opt out na ako, guys. Alis na ako. Gets? So, don't feel bad if you don't have a specific identity. Because your openness in your identity, it's what's helping the world shape itself. Kasi kung walang kagaya nating open G-center, paano na lang, di lang may kanya-kanyang direction, hindi na nagkaroon ng anong tawag dito? Hindi na nagkaroon ng teamwork. Or wala nang taong magsasabi na parang, okay, tama tong direction ni ganito. So as you can see, guys, as we dive deeper, it's not really about whether you're open or defined. Pareho siyang may benefit. Gets? So kung defined G-center ka, wag mong hayaan na yung ibang tao yung magdikta ng direction mo. Alam mo yan sa sarili mo. Be honest with yourself. Alam mo yung gusto mo. Alam mo yung pupuntahan mo. It's just you. It's your decision kung paano mo i-drive yung sarili mo papuntang Baguio. Magbabas ka ba? Magsasakay ka ba magdadala ka ba ng sasakyan? Magke-Cannon Road ka ba? Or whatever. It's up to you. You have the choice. That's the beauty of it. Kaming ma-open G, kahit saan. Okay kami. Mag-bus, whatever, okay lang. So, ayun siya guys. So far, so good naman. Okay? Let's go to the ego. Yung napakaliit na triangle. Ayan. So, this is what we call the ego. Adventurous OpenG. Naging adventurous yung ma-define G. Depende na lang kung yun yung direction na gusto nila. Pero most people na define G, mahirap sila yayain. Tayo madali. Next is ego. Ayan na, si ego. Ego is, ayan. Ayan na. Ego is what? Commitment. Ayan. Okay. Yan na lang lalagay natin para madaling maalala. Commitment. Now, if you have your ego undefined, which probably is, kasi majority din ng tao is open ego. Yan. Saan ko ba siya pwede ipatong? Ayan, pwede parang ganyan. Ano ba yan? Pwede ko ba siya ipatong sa armrest? Ayan, majority ng mga tao is open ego. Okay? And it is about commitment. Okay? Kahit majority ng population natin is open ego, ang dami nating bagay sa buhay natin ngayon na kinukondisyon tayo mag-commit. When I say commit, it's like, let's say, nung first commitment natin is nung nag-enter tayo ng school, commitment natin na tumapos ng pag-aaral. Which one po? Eto, darling. Ego. Yung maliit. And first commitment, finish school. Second commitment, enter college and finish college. Ayan. Third commitment, magkaroon ng trabaho at mag-commit sa trabaho. Okay? So here's the fun part. We make money, we make a lot of money from our not self. When I say not self, is itong pinag-usapan natin ngayon. Okay? Kapag yung open, ito try mong i-define. So, isang pinaka-favorite ko talagang pag-usapan is si ego. Kasi majority sa atin talaga, open ego. Another commitment, marriage. I know this is a very controversial topic, okay? Monogamous relationship. But here's the thing, we're not really, ano ba? I don't know, I don't like to sound na I'm being a bad influence to you guys. But here's the thing. Yung mga bagay na gusto mo pang patunayan, it means it's not yet true. It's like this eh. When I say, bababa ko na to kasi seryosong topic na. Ako nanay ako. And when I say, mahal ko yung anak ko, hindi ko siya kailangan patunayan. Kasi ang bagay na pinapatunayan mo pa lang is wala pang patunay. Does it make sense? The more you try to prove something, it means it's not yet true for you. Okay? So meaning, kung open yung ego mo, you're not here to prove a lot of things. Because some things can already be true for you, and some things might not be true yet for others. Trabaho yun ng defined ego. Magpatunay. Magbigay ng pagpapatunay. May hugot ako dito guys kasi I have witnessed a lot of Filipino families in the lower income bracket na it's a very personal topic for me because I have witnessed a lot of Filipino families who are in the lower income bracket na just because we have been heavily conditioned to prove something, especially love. Love is a very wide topic. Pero ito yung bibigay ko example sa inyo. Imagine niyo like lower income class family. And the parents wanted to prove to their children, to their kamag-anak that they love their children. Anong gagawin nila? Magpapakahirap silang igapang yung anak nila matapos sa kolehiyo. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying that's the wrong way to do it. I'm just saying na yung way how it is done, the intention, how it is being provided for, mali eh. No wonder na pagtungtong nung bata sa college, kailangan may patunayan na din siya kasi pinasa na yung pressure of commitment, of proving something dun sa anak. Gets? Ito, si anak, dahil may kailangan siyang patunayan sa magulang niya, pagdating niya sa college, pagdating niya sa trabaho, gagapangin niya lahat, mapatunayan lang na worthy siya ng trabaho, worthy siya ng kung ano mang offer sa kanya. It's a self-worth issue, guys. The open ego is a self-worth issue. Because it's not about how much proof we have of something, but it's how much we recognize our own worth, even without these proofs. Okay? Anong nangyayari tuloy? Si parents, halimbawa, mag-18th birthday si anak, okay, mangutang tayo kay kapitana, kay konsehal, natin siya, mapagdebo ng maganda because you wanted to prove to other people na mahal mo yung anak mo, na ibibigay mo lahat sa kanya, nangutang ka. Ayan. So, alam na natin ano nangyari doon. Pero bukod sa mababaon sa utang si parents, what will happen? At a certain age, they will have what? Sickness in the heart. Because that is the organ related to our ego. Kaya nga human heart yung tawag namin sa kanya. Kasi that's the specific organ that is related to the ego center. Now, paninsinin nyo, it's very common na ang ikinamamatay ng mga matatanda is either cardiac arrest or anything, high blood pressure. Ayan. It's because nung panahon nila, they have so much to do. They need to prove a lot of things. May role ba si utang na loob dyan? Yes. Okay? Kasi ako guys, may hugot ako dito kasi I've been raised with a mom who has a defined ego. And ako na sobrang open yung ego ko. In my early years of life, I have been trying to prove something sa mama ko. Kasi nga, lumaki ako na defined yung ego niya. So akala ko ako, ganun din dapat ako na may mapatunayan ako sa kanya. And growing up, lagi akong hina-heartburn. Nung nasa high school ako, lagi akong hina-heartburn for some reason na sobrang random niya. Like halimbawa, magkakaroon kami ng event sa school. Like, ang saya-saya ganyan. And then suddenly mag-heartburn ako. And then it kills the vibe. And I hated myself for it. Now, why do I always have this heartburn? Yun pala, I'm trying to prove myself. I'm trying to prove na I am worthy of attention. I'm trying to prove to be a good friend. I'm trying to prove that I'm a role model student. I'm trying to prove my teachers, my colleagues. I'm trying to prove everyone that I'm a good girl. Okay? Like, there's a lot of pressure na nilagay ko sa sarili ko. Na kailangan kong patunayan na totoong ako to, na magaling ako. And imagine niyo, bata pa lang ako noon, hina-heartburn na ako. Like high school, nag-heartburn ako. And sino pang mga estudyante yung nakaka-experience mo? Diba? And magti-TikTok sila, makikita nila, ito, Gaviscon ka, or whatsoever, or kung ano-anong over-the-counter medicine. But at the end of the day, it was just about that. You know? So, kumbaga parang, dun ko na-trace back na there's a lot of pressure na nilagay ko sa ego ko. That's why, right now, parang, okay, hands off na ako sa lahat. I have nothing to prove. I have nothing to, kung inconsistent ako, okay lang. I don't have to prove that I am consistent. I don't have to prove that I'm the best human design teacher. That's fine. It's okay. So, kung gusto nyong mabuhay ng matagal, like guys, ito talaga yung secret to a longer life. Don't prove anything. Kahit defined ka. Okay? Don't prove anything to other people. You don't have to prove anything. Okay? So, ayun lang. The more kasi na tinatry niyong i-prove yung open heart nyo. Again, di ba, pag open yung center, wala siyang natural capacity to hold that pressure. And the more you hold, you try your best to hold that pressure. Number one, you're robbing other people's role, di ba? Number two, you're putting yourself to disease. So, wag kang magulat kung pagdating ng 40s, 50s, may heart-related ailment ka. Kung ayaw mo nun, then drop it. Drop proving anything. Okay? You are already your best self. Every day is already your best self. Okay. Ang dami kasi niyan, guys. Ang dami, like, hindi lang sa pagkabata, hindi lang sa college. Kahit ngayon, even the coaches will tell you, if you really love yourself, you have to do this, you have to commit this, do this 90-day challenge, whatsoever, yada, yada. I'm not saying it's bad. It's good if you're wanting to experiment. Okay? It's good if you wanted to test it out for yourself. But to put another unnecessary pressure to yourself, that's when it goes bad. Okay? You don't have to follow them. They don't know you. You know you. So, alam mo yun sa sarili mo kung kailangan mo ba talaga yun or hindi. Or you're just trying to prove to yourself na kaya mong maging consistent, na kaya mong makipagsabayan. But at the end of the day, what's natural for you, that's where effortless comes in. Okay? The effortlessness of life. Diba? It's like, binigyan ka ng open ego para wala ka ng patunayan. Tapos isipin mo all your life, you've dedicated proving something. Like, isn't that like a sad story to watch na, oh my gosh, all this time, di ko naman pala kailangan may patunayan. Then I dedicated all my life trying to prove something. Like, what the heck? Instead na finokus ko na lang yung energy ko, like enjoying the life that I have, loving myself, like embracing all of the things that I love about myself, wala na. Baka may ako, gusto ko lang na matuto ng PhD. Oh my gosh, sis. I will read your chats. Random question. Saan ang galing yung necessity to prove something? It's human nature. Kasi ganito guys, noong unang panahon kasi maraming defined ego. Because the ego is what we use for survival. Kung wala tayong ego, hindi tayo magsusurvive. Kasi hindi natin gugustuhin mag-survive kung wala tayong ego. Okay? So that's where trying to prove something, basically doon siya nag-umpisa. It's like, nag-uga-buga yung mga tao noong unang panahon. Uga-buga, dito tayo mabubuhay, magtago tayo sa kuweba, ganyan. So, it's our willingness to live. The ego. Okay? But dahil nasa ibang era na tayo ngayon, na-tie up pa rin tayo dun eh. Okay? Kumbaga parang meron pa tayong latak nung ganong feeling na nasa survival mode pa rin tayo na kailangan. Kasi ito guys, ego is a very tribal, energy center. Kasi nga, it requires commitment. Kasi saan ka ba magko-commit? Diba sa tribo, sa ibang tao, before we even know that we can commit to ourselves, the idea of commitment is already involving what? Other people. Kasi noong unang panahon, up until this year, guys, this is the last year na tribal tayo. Next year, nasa ibang era na tayo. Kasi sa tribal era, ang pinaka matinding punishment, I would say, is banishment, di ba? Na parang, di ka nakasali dito sa tribo namin. It's almost equivalent to dying. Kasi pag wala kang belongingness before, wala kang tribe, most likely you will die because no one will protect you. No one will surround you. No one will be your backup. So, alam niyo, nung tribal era natin, up until this point, dala-dala natin yung energy na yun na I have to be socially accepted because if the society cannot accept me, I will not survive. If I don't stay relevant, if I become irrelevant, okay, hindi na ako magiging socially accepted, mawawalan na ako ng parang street credibility. Ayan. Hindi ko na masusurvive itong mga nangyayari ngayon. Kaya nga nauso yung mga salitang backer, kamay kakilala, ganyan. It's an ego thing. So, marami kayong marereminisce na parang oo nga no. Kahit na open ego na pala tayo ngayon, ngayong age na to, kahit majority is open ego na, kahit wala na dapat tayong pinapatunan, gusto pa rin nating may patunayan. Kasi nga, hindi pa natin na-accept yung truth. Na wala na tayong dapat patunayan. Kaya patunay pa tayo ng patunay. So, if you're someone who is challenged with the idea na, ay, kailangan kong patunayan yung sarili. Just tell this to yourself na, if I believe this is true, then I don't have to prove it. But if you are trying to prove it, then it means you're not yet believing that it is true. It's like, pag sinabi kong, ay, ang ganda ko, pag tinatry ko pang patunayan yung ganda ko, ibig sabihin, hindi pa ako naniniwala maganda ako. Yes? So, and it can be applied into many things in your life. So, ayan na. So, guys, nakakasunod pa ang mga puso natin. Kaya pa? Next na tayo. Okay na tayo, guys. Next na. Oh my gosh. Nakalima pa lang tayo. Okay. Pupunta na tayo sa sacral. Okay. Sacral is here. Ayan. Yung nasa ilalim ng G-center. Okay? Sacral. S. Sacral. Ayan natin. Sacral. Para madaling maalala, guys, sex. Yan na. Sex. Sacral is sex. Libido. Okay? So, can you check if you are defined, undefined? Now, I want you guys to remember na ang may defined sacral lang ay generators lang at manifesting generator. Kasi yun lang yung indicator na generator sila. Okay, because the sacral energy center, this is the most sustainable motor center. Okay? Pag sinabi nating motor center, ibig sabihin, energy source siya. Energy source. Okay? Kaya nga daw yung mga projector mabilis mapagod kasi lahat ng projector ay open si sacral. Kasi nga wala kaming energy source na consistent. Okay? So si sacral, sabi ko kanina, sa madaling sabi, sex yan. So, yung sex, paano ba tayo, siguro naman na tayo lahat dito, di ba? So si sex, what do we feel about it? We feel what? Excitement, di ba? Excitement. Di ba? High energy. Okay. So, if you have a defined sacral, I want you guys to remember that feeling of high, of excitement. That's your sacral. Kasi pansin nyo, kapag ka-excited kayo about something, parang meron kayong infinite energy. Okay? When you become excited about something, parang hindi nyo siya titigilan, hindi nyo tatantanan. Tatapusin nyo talaga. Because it's very important for you guys to finish. Because that's where, nasa na yun? Satisfaction is. Wala na akong mapaglagyan, dito na lang. Satisfaction. Diba when you finish, what do you feel? Satisfying. Kung defined yung sacral mo, this is your signature self. Masatisfy ka. Masatisfy ka in life. If what you're currently doing doesn't satisfy you, you will always feel frustrated. Ano ba yan? Hindi nag-work. Ano ba yan? Apply ako ng apply, walang makuhang work. Ano ba yan? Ba't ganito tong relationship na to? Nakaka-frustrate. Because it's not giving you satisfaction. And the only way to achieve satisfaction is to what? Follow your excitement. Now, ang question is, Odds, paano ko nga i-follow yung excitement ko? Here's what happens. Okay? a lot of people, they are not yet familiar about what's a natural excitement feels like. Kasi marami tayong na-experience na what? Fake excitement. Okay? What is a fake excitement? It's a hyped excitement. Na para bang kapag wala na yung nagpa-hype sa'yo, di ka na excited. Okay? So, here's my challenge for you. Kapag na-catch mo yung sarili mo, like genuinely excited ka about something, halimbawa nagtitiktok ka and then parang, oh my God, gusto ko tong topic na to. Talagang inubos mo yung buong magdamag, kaka-research doon. Kasi excited ka, gusto mong masatisfy yung curiosity mo. I want you to take a pause and familiarize yourself with that excitement. Like, with an awareness. I-sync mo lang yung awareness mo sa excitement mo na parang, ganito pala yung feeling ng natural excitement. And when you have that recorded data, okay, of your natural excitement, mas madali na sa yung ma-identify what is naturally exciting for you or not. So, kapag na-identify mo na, na-segregate mo na kung ano yung natural excitement for you at hindi, mas madali mo nang ma-follow yung excitement. Yes? Kasi, minsan, alam mo na sa sarili mo, hindi talaga yun exciting. Binobola mo pa yung sarili mo. Ay, baka naman maging exciting pa to. No! Natawa na sermon. Kung hindi na siya exciting ngayon, hindi na yan magiging exciting kahit kailan. Hindi na yan magiging exciting. Kasi yung sacral mo, ngayon lang yan. Ngayon lang yung kailangan niyang data. Kung maging exciting siya in the future, edi in the future ka maging excited. Huwag mong i-advance yung excitement ngayon. Gets ba? So, would your response be different if open yung ego mo? Yes. It's a different thing. It's like this. When you experience excitement and you're an open ego, it's like this. Some people will trick you or manipulate you into buying the idea of exciting things. Now, the question is, do you want to prove yourself that you are an exciting person to that person? Or would you stay honest in your own excitement? So in the now ang excitement, yes, it's a moment-to-moment thing. Kung excited ka ngayon, go for it. Ngayon ka excited eh. Huwag mong ipagpabukas or huwag mong i-advance, pang ngayon lang yan. Okay? So, kung excited ka nga, let's say, ito guys, mapapansin nyo ha. Meron kang, halimbawa ngayon, pagkatapos ng call natin, halimbawa magpaplano ka, okay, bukas ganito yung gagawin ko. And then, kinabukasan, shit, iba yung excitement ko, biglang napunta sa paglalaba, hindi ko masusunod yung plano ko. Ano yung gagawin mo? Maglalaba ka. Maglalaba ka. Bakit? Kasi kapag hindi ka naglaba, pinwersa mo yung sarili mo na sundin yung plano mo, kahit matapos mo, ma-achieve mo yung plano mo na let's say, magte-10,000 steps ka. Sabi yun ng coach eh. Hindi, mag-10K steps ka everyday. Pinilit mo. Ang mangyayari niyan, yes, naka-10K ka, pero frustrated. Now, would you want to record in your body that you listen to other people more than to yourself? Yun ba yung gusto mong maging input sa body mo? Nahala, si Audrey mas nakikinig pa dun sa influencer kaysa sa sarili niyang excitement. Diba? Kung ang excitement mo ngayon, bawa ako guys, ako kasi kilala ko na yung sarili ko, 3 years na ako nag-experiment. And I have been with Sermon, which is a defined sacral. So parang defined sacral ako. Kasi kasama ko siya lagi eh. And sometimes I have these plans na okay, magiging responsible adult na ako. I will do this planning shit, whatever. And then the next day, iba yung gusto kong gawin. Bigla akong naghalaman. Okay. bigla akong nagtanim the next day. I felt so happy following that excitement instead of trying to follow what doesn't feel natural. Kayo guys, i-test nyo. Ako, para sa akin to. This is the result of my experimentation. And I want you guys to check it out for yourself then. I follow what I wrote on my to-do list the night before, pero low energy. O, diba? It's like, I know a lot of people will tell you na don't be carried away by your emotion or don't follow motivation. Here's the thing, guys. If you're excited, you don't need motivation. Okay? The idea of motivation, the idea of being always motivated, pineperahan lang kayo niyan. Like, let's be honest, pineperahan lang kayo ng mga coach na yan. Nabentahan kayo how to be motivated. When in fact, you don't need to be motivated all the time. Okay? Because if you're excited about something, and that's a natural excitement, you don't need motivation, and you won't need your coach, and you won't need to pay them. That's a hot take. But it's up to you guys. Pwedeng hindi niyo ako paniwalaan. I don't have to prove anything at the end of the day. It's for you to experiment and see what I'm talking about. Ilang beses kong in-ignore yung mga urges ko to do something. See? Diba? And it makes you feel sad. It makes you feel resentful. It makes you feel frustrated. Nagawa mo nga yung to-do list mo. Pero yung totoo, honest to goodness, happy ka ba na ginawa mo yan? Kasi kung happy ka, go. I'm happy for you kung happy ka talaga. Pero kung hindi ka happy and pinipilit mo lang maging happy kasi sabi nung ibang tao na dapat maging happy ka kung nagagawa mo yung mga ginagawa mo, nakasulat sa plano mo, pinepeke mo na yung happiness mo, then I will feel bad for you. Kaya pala kahit anong plano ko, pag may iba akong gustong gawin, yun pa din ginagawa ko, yes sis, you're doing it correct. And I can almost guarantee you the level of satisfaction you will get from actually following what feels excited on that day. Grabe, parang, this is such a good day. Like, alam niyo yun, kahit ang daming gera sa mundo, kahit ang daming traffic, ang taas ng bilihin, it almost doesn't matter because you followed your excitement. Alam niyo yung mga taong ang hilig mag-bash, ang hilig gumawa ng issue online, ang daming sinasabi sa gobyerno, ang daming mga hunta sa mga bagay-bagay, ang daming opinion. I can almost guarantee you guys, those people are sad people. They are not happy with their lives. Bakit? Kasi yung energy nila, yung precious life force energy nila, ginagamit nila para magreklamo. Because they themselves doesn't know how to follow their excitement. Kasi if you imagine, araw-araw, excitement mo na yung susundan mo. How wonderful life can be. Kahit ang taas ng bilihin, kahit nagigara dyan, kahit mamatay na ako bukas, okay lang. Satisfied ako sa buhay ko. Masaya ako. I spent this day following what feels good for me. Kaya kahit bukas madads na ako, okay lang. I have no regrets. See? That's the frequency eh. That's the frequency of abundance. It's not about money. It's not about how much, alam yun, money you have in your bank account. Dami mo kang pera, ang lungkot mo naman. Like, what's the point? Diba? Randomly magbibig ako, like, madaling araw, I'm happy for you, sis. Go for it. Ay, wag naman, dads. Oo nga naman, wag naman. I would say there's more than 10 people who have asked me a question, like, if I can go back, 10 years from now, what would I say to my younger self? And I always tell them, I wouldn't say anything to my younger self because I have no regrets. I would let my younger self do the journey as it is, as what it has always been. I wouldn't change anything. Lahat ng pagkakamali ko, lahat ng mga, basta lahat, everything. Because I know na nagkamali man ako before in life. I know nagkamali ako kasi may sinunod ako eh. Sinunod ko yung curiosity ko. Sinunod ko yung what feels good for me. Okay, so okay ba? Okay ba yung mga sacral natin? So now, touch base natin kung open yung sacral mo. Same goes. Same thing applies. Okay? Ako, I'm an open sacral. And I know what a feel-good excitement is or not. Parang G-center lang yan eh. Sasakay ka rin sa sacral ng iba. Kung sa G-center, sumasakay tayo sa direction at identity ng iba. Sa sacral, sumasakay tayo sa excitement. Pansin nyo, may mga tao na may exciting na bagay sa kanila, pero sa inyo hindi yun exciting. And alam mo sa sarili mong hindi yun exciting for you. Let's say yung mga tao na nagka-triathlete, ayan. For them, it's very exciting to do that. Ako, I know to myself, hindi exciting maging triathlete for me. Or to do the, ano ba yun, nauuso ngayon na mga parang fun run, mga ganyan. Okay? It's about that eh. It's about knowing, identifying what feels good for you, what kind of excitement feels good for you. And be honest. Huwag mong lokohin yung sarili mo. Excited ba tong tao na to o hindi? Eh, porket gwapo, porket six-pack, porket magtatrabaho sa finance, porket maganda yung background, hindi, baka naman maging exciting pa. Huwag mo nga lokohin yung sarili mo, sis. Kung hindi na siya exciting ngayon, hindi na siya exciting sa buong reality mo. Okay? Until you feel excited, that's the only time it will be exciting. You cannot fake excitement. Okay? Hindi mo yan mapepeke. It's one thing that goes beyond logic. Okay? Okay na tayo sa sacral? Okay. Let's go. Let's go to emotion. So, emotions natin is itong nasa right side. Ito. Emotions. Emote. O yan. So, dahil emotion siya, so si emotional center, from the word itself, di ba, nandyan yung emotions. Emotional waves. Waves yan. Okay? So, si emotional wave, iba siya sa excitement. Kasi sa excitement ngayon yan. It's like an internal killing. Parang, shit! Yon. Sacral yon. Okay? Pero si emotion, it's either shit or shit. Gets? Yun yung difference ni emotion. So, it's either up or down or neutral. Okay? So, kapag undefined yung emotions mo, meaning, you don't have the capacity to process emotions. Meaning to say, hindi ka ideal sa mga sitwasyon na maraming dramatics or high emotions. Or intense emotions, rather. Okay? 50% yan, guys. 50% defined and 50% undefined. Okay? Kaya nga, ang bilis nating ma-FOMO. Kasi, isipin nyo, 50-50 tayo sa, sa mundo. 50% yung defined ng FOMO, 50% yung undefined na na-FOMO. Yes. Kasi yung emotions natin, nandyan siya. Dyan yung, what's that term? Impulsiveness, ayun. Naalala ko na yung iniisip kong word. Kanino pa siya iniisip? Impulse. Kasi nga waves, di ba? Kaya tayo may tinatawag na impulse buying. Okay? Impulsive decisions. Okay? Ibig sabihin, it's a thing, it's an action that is affected or being affected by emotions. Okay? So, ayan siya. Now, here's the thing. Kung open emotion ka, again, you're not supposed to handle a lot of emotional pressure. Pero here's the thing, dahil nga 50-50 yan, so may 50% chance na defined yung kasama mo. So, anong gagawin mo? Ngayon, when the emotions are getting overwhelming, what you need to do is to get yourself out of the situation. Mag-walk out ka, kahit magalit sila yan. Okay? Iwan mo sila. Bala ka dyan. Bala ka mag-emote. Kasi here's the thing. Kapag open emotion ka, gusto mong i-control yung emotions. Kasi nga, it doesn't make sense, no? Open ka pero gusto mong i-control. Gusto mo siyang i-control kasi nga overwhelming na siya. Does it make sense? Nagpapanik ka na. Parang, shit, umayos ka na. Huwag na tayong maging ganito. Parang gano'n. Pero hindi makikinig yung defined emotion sa'yo sa ganun. And the only way to, be above that is to get yourself out of the situation. Ngayon, ako na yun si walkout. Dati kasi hindi ako si walkout eh. Kasi, kasi ito yung sakit na mga defined, na mga undefined, na mga open. Ang sakit na mga undefined is gusto nilang ma-process na yung emotion ngayon. Bakit? Kasi nga hindi namin kaya yung pressure. Gusto na namin ito mag-resolve ngayon na. I-resolve na natin ito ngayon. Walang susuko, walang hihiga, walang matutulog, walang aalis ngayon. Okay? Kung undefined ka, let me know if relate ka doon. Na mayroon kang, parang feeling mo, hindi tayo pwedeng matulog nang hindi ito naayos. Kasi, di ba, yun din yung tinuro ng matatanda sa atin before, na kapag ka may asawa ka or may partner ka, huwag kayong matutulog ng magkaaway. Hindi yan applicable. Okay? Hindi yan applicable sa lahat. Okay? So, anong mangyayari ngayon? Kapag pinilit mong ma-resolve yung problema, fake yan. Fake yung resolution nyo. Bakit? Kasi, hindi nyo na in-honor yung emotional wave. Kasi wave nga eh. So, kailangan niya mag-wave. Pag hindi mo siya binigyan ng enough room to wave, pilit yung reconciliation niya. Does it make sense? Ang mangyayari niya, nagpatatong-patong lang. Parang wala kayong nare-resolve. Alam mo yun? Parang, bakit ba nag-uusapan na naman natin ito ngayon? Kasi nga, hindi siya na-process ng maayos. Okay? So, kung open ka and sobrang challenged ka sa emotions ng ibang tao, get yourself out of the circumstance. Or, absorb a different emotion. Mag-YouTube ka, mag-TikTok ka, manood ka ng movie. Na syempre, maiiba na yung emotion ko kasi open ako eh. So, hindi ko na ma-absorb yung hindi ko gustong ma-absorb sa kanya kasi may ibang emotion na akong ina-absorb. Does it make sense? Now, kung defined emotion ka, don't force yourself. Process it by yourself. Acknowledge it. Wag mo ding bulahin yung sarili mo na okay ka. Kung hindi ka okay, kasi kawawa yung kasama mong undefined. Whatever emotion you're denying to yourself, the undefined person in the room is going to amplify it. And you don't want that. Because angat kami mag-amplify ng hindi magandang emotion. See, we don't know how to express it naturally. Okay? It's like an itch that we wanted to scratch. Okay? So, dahil gusto na naming mawala yung itch, we will scratch it. We will voice it out. My BF can tell if I'm not okay. Yes, yes. Define kami pareho ng partner ko. Ayan. So, kung define kayo pareho, malamang may clash dyan. Kasi magkaiba kayo ng emotional wave na pinaprocess. Same goes pag define. Kung define ka, process your emotion on your own. Okay? Acknowledge it. Be honest with yourself. Okay, ito yung emotion ko ngayon. But you don't have to resolve it right now. This is how it makes me feel. So, kung maghahanap ba ako ng jojowain, dapat pareho kaming undefined. Walang dapat, sis. Either way. I would say my ex-husband is also undefined. But, I would say nag-iba lang talaga yung processing ko when I learned my human design. So, it doesn't matter kung defined or undefined. It's a matter of knowing yourself. Gaano mo kakilala yung sarili mo? How do you navigate your own openness? How do you navigate your own definition? It's not about the other person. It's always about you. Who you are. How much you know yourself. How centered you are with yourself. Kasi kahit sino pwede sa'yo. At kahit sino pwedeng hindi din pwede sa'yo. Yes? So, ganun siya. Ganun ko siya naiintindihan ngayon. I hope that makes sense. Hindi make sense ba? Okay. Kaya pa guys? Okay, dalawang center na lang. Now, let's go to Okay, ito pa pala guys. Sabi ko kanina, di ba, yung mga araw na paloob, awareness center siya. Ngayon guys, eto na, medyo may sharing ako about the future. Kasi si emotion is a motor center ngayon. Motor center siya. Ibig sabihin, it's an energy source. Okay. So lahat tayong pinanganak until ngayon, yung emotion center natin is a motor center. Kasi 'di ba nag-umpisa yung awareness natin sa spleen. Spleen yung sunod natin topic. Tapos tayo, ipinanganak tayo na ang awareness natin is nasa edge na, 'di ba? Ngayon, yung mga batang ipapanganak 2027 onwards, yung awareness nila nasa emotions na. Okay? Meaning, they're not going to be unsure of their emotions because they themselves know it. Okay? Mas body awareness na. So, meaning, in the future, yung mga ipapanganak, ang awareness center nila is more on the body again. Kasi yung spleen body to eh. So, think of the, children on the spectrum. Okay. Bigyan ako ng specific example. Yung mga may Down syndrome. Or yung mga nasa spectrum na lang talaga. They know if they're mad, they're mad. If they are sad, they are sad. If they are angry, they are angry. Aware sila doon. They don't use their mind na galit ba talaga? Angry ba? Like walang ganon. Gets? So meaning in the future, kids won't have to dramatize that in their head. Na ano ba ako? Parang like gets, kasi yung awareness natin nasa mental eh, mahilig tayo mag-isip. Sila, yung awareness nila nasa body. Alam nila sa sarili nila, ano yung nasi-feel nila. And it's easy for them to be honest with their emotions. So that's one thing na mapapansin natin in the near future, how everything is transitioning. You can see with AI, etc., everything. And maybe on the next topic, tsaka ko pag-uusapan kung what's next for us, di ba? Kasi when the transition happens, it's going to be another shock for a lot of people. So it's very important na bago kayo dumaan dun sa shock, maintindihan nyo na to so that you will not be shocked anymore kasi you know what's happening already. Yes? So, kaya ako naniniwala ako, kaya ginawang 50-50 yung emotion center ngayon. 50% defined, 50% undefined. It's for us to be able to master it na bago dumating yung mutation sa emotion center. Okay? So, itong 2026, this is our final year to really, have that, parang nasa school pa tayo. Kasi, pagdating ng 2027, isasabak na tayo sa bagong mundo, bagong earth, parang ganon, basically. And a lot of people will really feel disoriented, and I don't want you guys to be one of them. Lalo ngayon na we have the tool to understand what's going to happen. Diba? I want you guys to be as oriented as possible, to be as calm as possible, to be as centered as possible. And, to be excited more than scared to what's going to happen in the future. Diba? So, ayun yung hugot ko, guys. Bakit tayo may School of Total Human Design this year? Is to really prepare us to what's going to happen. Diba? To be able to anchor ourselves within us and not from external factors. Kasi sa labas, marami na talagang nangyayaring kakaiba dyan. But if your inner world is, full of excitement, full of joy, iba eh. Iba yung magiging perspective nyo dun sa day-to-day life. And iba rin yung mga decisions na magagawa nyo. And iba rin yung energy na pwede nyong magamit. Okay? Hindi kayo parang laging mauubusan ng energy or parang kalugmog-lugmok na yung buhay. Like, it's sad. It's already sad. Let's not make it even worse. So, ayun lang. Yun lang hugot ko, guys. But anyway, let's proceed to the spleen. Okay, the most ancient awareness center. Okay? Sa spleen. Okay. Si spleen, siya ay related sa ating immune system. Ayan, immune. Okay? And si spleen, intuition din to. Ito yung intuition sa body. Si Aj na yung intuition sa mind. Okay? Meron tayong dalawang intuition. Intuition sa mind, intuition sa body. Okay? Now, mapapansin nyo, si spleen, this is about safety. Kasi nga, di ba, noong unang panahon, hindi natin alam, wait, alin ba dito yung berry na safe kainin? Alin ba dito yung pwedeng ipangsahog? Ganyan. So, yung mga defined spleen, meron silang internal wang-wang system, as I call it. What is the internal wang-wang system? The internal wang-wang system is the system that goes wang-wang when something is in danger. Okay? So, kung defined spleen ka, meaning, meron kang internal wang-wang system. Meaning to say, yung immune system mo, nagwo-work siya for you. Okay, pagka may virus, lalagnatin ka na kagad. Ayan. Kapag pag may na, IWS. Okay. Okay. Kapag defined yung spleen mo, it's either pag meron kang energy na absorb na hindi maganda, pwedeng lalagnatin ka na din agad. Lagnatin ang mga defined spleen. Bakit? Ito kasi nakakatawa, yung spleen natin, yung mga tao kasi, di ba pag nilalagnat, ano ginagawa? Pinapainom ng gamot para hindi lagnatin. So, meron kaming meme niyan before. So, parang ganito daw yung magiging itsura ng spleen. Alam mo yung meme na nakaganto? Mga ganun yung spleen mo. Parang, ano ba? Nilalabanan ko na nga yung virus, tapos gusto mo, hindi ka lagnatin. Parang, yung lalaki. Parang, ano ba? Iniinsulto mo ba ako? Sa tingin mo, hindi ko kayang pagalingin yung katawan mo. Na kailangan mo pang maggamot. Na gusto mo, hindi ka lagnatin. Yun yung nararamdaman ng spleen. Kasi sa spleen, kung defined spleen ka, alam mo sa sarili mo na may capacity to heal yung katawan mo on its own. Okay? Na kaya niya. Totoo daw, sabi ni Pearl. Okay? Pero, kayo rin yung, ano ba? Kayo rin yung na-expose sa pharmaceutic drugs eh. Na parang, nakakatawa, kayo yung defined spleen, kayo yung may immune system. Pero kayo yung madaling bentahan ng gamot. Kasi, duda kayo sa sarili nyong splenic power. Okay? Sa inyong internal wang-wang system. I know this because yung anak ko si King, defined spleen siya. And nung bata siya, lagnatin siya. And yung mga yung mga in-laws ko, parang sinasabi nila na mahina daw yung immune system. Ay, hindi ko parang yung undesign nun. But I just know at the time na kaya siging nilalagnat, it's because of the environment. Okay? Kung may defined spleen ka, and you're in a relationship, and you're in an environment that's wrong for you, you will have sickness. Talaga. It's either lagi kang may sakit. Eto pa, may isa akong friend, she's an energy healer. She thought na allergies yung parang eczema niya, ganyan. She said na she tried a lot of drugs na, drugs na gamot Hindi yung drugs na illegal. She tried a lot of drugs. And it just doesn't come out. It just doesn't, be healed. Okay? And then when we talked about her human design, we said na baka naman sis, nasa wrong environment ka. Ganyan. Because your internal wang-wang system is sending you something. It's sending you, hindi naman yan magsasalita na, oy Alex, nasa maling ka. Hindi siya magaganon. It will send you signals, not in language, but in body signals. Okay? So guess what? So, etong girl na to, energy healer na to, so medyo hindi niya masyadong pinansin. Okay, blah, 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 chika-chika, ganito yung human design. And then, 6 months later, bumalik si ate mo, girl. At eto na, sabi niya, sis, alam mo, totoo talaga yung human design, grabe. Grabe, mas matindi pa yan sa lahat ng medicine na na-encounter ko. Sabi ko, oh, bakit? Nag-break na kami ni ano. And guess what? Sis, gumaling na lahat ng mga ano ko, galis ko, ganyan-ganyan. Sabi ko, oh, di ba? Sabi ko sa'yo, may mali lang talaga sa environment mo. Your screen is sending you something. Sabi niya, oh my God, ang dami ko nang ginastos, ganyan-ganyan. Yun pala, yun lang yun. Di sana matagal na pag-break, hindi na ako gumastos, ganyan-ganyan, pagpapa-hospital, whatsoever. And that's the beauty of it. Okay? That's the beauty of having the IWS. You have your own internal wang-wang system and you have to listen to it. Kasi guys, intuition yan eh. It's a body intuition. It's like this. Diba, yung earth. Zoom out tayo ng konti, guys. Paano pag undefined? Sis, I got you. Undefined ako eh. Sige, so defined muna tayo. Imagine, zoom out tayo ng konti. Earth, diba? Si Earth, nasa solar system. So yung solar system natin is what? It's traveling light years per second sa outer space. Now, hindi kaya ng utak natin i-process yung information na yun. Okay? Ang dami information natin. But, ano yung nagpa-process nun? It's our body that's processing it. Now, that's the reason why, even before things shows up, your body sends you signal. Kasi, like let's say for example, may event, niyaya ka ng friend mo, uy, umatan tayo dito kasi nandito yung idol natin, blah, blah, blah. And your body is like, I don't wanna go. Pero dahil binoboka ka nitong friend mong defined ego, tas ikaw na open ego, na gusto mong patunayan na good friend ka, sumama ka. Kahit na may intuition ka na ayaw mong pumunta. Okay? And then, pagdating mo dun sa event, yun palang idol nyo, hindi pala pupunta. Di nag-visit ka na parang, shit. Dapat narinig ako sa sarili ko. Hindi na ako pumunta sa effort. That's how powerful your energy centers is. It's almost like may mata siya sa mga bagay na hindi mo pa nakikita. Your body is already processing those, neutrinos around you. Okay? Na, sige, for sure, there's a moment in your life na hindi nyo sinunod yung intuition nyo, tapos napaparang, shit, dapat nakinig talaga ako sa intuition ko eh. Kasi it doesn't make sense pa doon sa moment na nag-arrive yung knowing. Bakit? Kaya nga siya knowing eh. Kasi na-know mo na siya bago pa siya maging known. Kasi hindi na siya knowing kung known na siya. Gets ba? So, nung nagka-knowing ka, pakinggan mo yun. Kasi that's how you will practice your intuition. Diyan gagaling, diyan tatalas yung intuition mo. When your body already recorded enough data on how much you can trust your intuition, that's how you can have a stronger intuition. Now, paano naman kung undefined? Good news ay same tayo. Happy-go-lucky lang tayo. There's nothing to worry about. So there's really nothing to worry about. Kung may outing, tayo yung parang mga, okay lang yan, maging okay din lahat. Hindi tayo dapat yung overpacker, hindi tayo yung dapat, paano pag walang charger? Paano pag walang ganito? Paano pag... Sis, kalma. Kung undefined spleen ka, do not worry about anything. It's hard. It's hard because kapag yung mga defined spleen, hindi sila worried, tayo yung nag-a-absorb ng worry nila kasi i-amplify natin. Okay? Yun yung parang take away niya, trade off, ganyan. And undefined spleen ka, and na-condition ka to believe that you must have an internal wang-wang system, wala ka nga nun, dyan ka rin magkakasakit. It's the autoimmune diseases naman ang related sa mga open spleen na pinipilit magpaka-spleen kaya nagkakaroon ng autoimmune disease. Yung mga undefined, sila yung mga open for non-traditional medicine like crystal healing, Reiki, ano pa ba? Plant medicine, ganyan. Tayo mga whimsical medicine women, yung mga undefined spleen, yung mga unconventional ways of healing, diyan nag-shine yung mga undefined wound spleen. Okay? Kasi dun, it's like the other open centers eh. We know what will make us feel safe. We know what will make other people safe. Pero kasi, we get attracted kasi with something we don't have eh. That's the reason why if you are an undefined spleen and your partner has a defined spleen, kahit toxic yung relationship mo sa kanya, you will still feel safe. Bakit? Kasi may defined spleen siya eh. It's a mechanical. It's a mechanical phenomena more than emotional. Pansin nyo, ang daming ganyan. Perhaps may kakilala kayo. Alam na nilang nasa toxic relationship sila. Pero hindi sila makaalis-alis. Bakit? Maybe it's because of that. Maybe they have an open spleen. And yung kasama nila defined yung spleen. Mechanically speaking, they feel safe. Kahit hindi talaga safe. Now, the only way to cut off from that is to, again, take yourself away from that circumstance. Next. Okay na ba tayo, guys? Gets ba? Okay pa tayo? Last na energy center na. Ayan. Dito na tayo sa root center. Ayan, si root. So, si root is what? It's also a pressure center. Kung si head, mental pressure, si root ay physical pressure. Okay? Si root is what? Foundation. Okay? Now, if you have a defined root, meaning to say you have the capacity to process physical pressure. Kaya mo yan. Okay? Yan yung mga tao magaling sa cramming. Magaling sila mag-cramming. Pag yung last minute na, kaya nila yun. Kasi mayabang sila eh. Alam nyo guys, yung mga defined nyo, dyan kayo mayabang. Okay? I mean, I'm saying this na mayabang in a bad way. Mayabang in a way na confident kayo. Okay? Yabang tayo dyan. Kaya natin yan eh. Okay? Kaya natin yan. So, kapag defined ka, yun yung sakit mo. Gusto mo yung pressure, physical pressure, nasa taas na bago ka mag-a-act. If the pressure is not enough, if the pressure is not yet hitting a threshold, tatamarin ka. So, kung gusto mong maging masipag na defined root, okay, taasan mo yung threshold mo. Pero kung open root ka naman, sino yung mga open? Sino yung mga open? Ako kasi open root ako eh. Kapag open root ka, you don't have the capacity to naturally process physical pressure. But sabi ko nga, pag open, kaya niyang mag-what? Amplify. So kapag may sunog, yung mga open root, sila yung nakakabuhat ng ref. Meron kaming hiram na parang 15 minutes superpower, ganyan. Kasi like, ganon. Hiram. So pag open, meron kang 15 minutes of fame na kaya mong buhat ng ref, kaya mong buhat ng kama, like, grabe. Yung mga open root, overpacker din yan. Over-prepared. Ayan. Kasi nga foundation din eh. Nakakatawa kasi, before I start this session, guys, open root ako eh. Nakahiga ako ng mga 3 p.m. Sabi ni Sermon, okay lang yun, mamaya pa naman. Sabi ko, wait, 2 hours yung preparation ko. Dapat 2 hours. Nagpe-prepare na ako. Siya kasi 30 minutes, tsaka niya pala yun naayusin. Kasi defined yung root niya. Kaya niya mag-hyper-focus and then, damn, tapos, ang ganda. May website. Ako, 2 hours yan. Naayusin ko yung lighting, ayusin ko yung ganito. Tapos, after nun, tsaka pala ako makakahinga. Tsaka pala panic fuels us. Yes. True. Okay. Ang nakakatawa kasi yan. Ito din yung mga open root, pansinin nyo. Kasi sila yung makakaramdam ng pressure talaga. Kami yung unang makakaramdam. Kasi kayong mga defined, meron na kayong sariling pressure eh. Nag-exist na yung pressure sa inyo. Every day, every waking moment of your life. So kapag may bagong pressure, yung undefined yung makaka-feel nun, makaka-absorb. So pansinin niyo, pag may get-together, family gathering, or simply kapag dayo kayo sa ibang bahay, pansinin nyo, yung mga undefined, sila yung biglang maghuhugas ng plato, biglang nagwawalis, biglang nagpupunas ng table. Kasi parang feeling nila, oh my God, ang daming linisin ng host ng bahay, kailangan ko na din magpunas. Parang gano'n. But my partner is undefined, so I micro-prepare. Pag nakita na nakabisa ko at nasa labas, nag-aayos na siya. O, diba? Mabilis kami maka-detect na, may pressure. Gets? Kumbaga, para tuloy kaming defined pero hindi. It's like, every new pressure is something to solve for us undefined. Pero sa mga defined, no, that's not enough pressure. Kaya ko pang mag-chill. Kaya ko pa yan. Until it reach a certain point na, damn, ito na to. Kailangan ko lang gawin to. Ganyan. So, that's the fun part because you know na parang, okay, ito yung natural sa akin. Ito yung hindi natural sa akin. And you can love yourself even more. You know, with all your tendencies, with all your weirdness, ganyan na parang, shit, ganyan nga nangyayari sa akin. You learn to love yourself more and appreciate, no matter how your blueprint is, whether it's more defined or more undefined. Okay? Kasi ako, guys, technically speaking, open sa akin lahat. Only if I am in the correct environment, tsaka lang ako nagkaka-define truth, tsaka define edge na. So, mapapansin nyo, if I talk like this, tas mag-isa lang ako sa room, more often, I cough or my throat gets itchy because technically speaking, open throat talaga ako. So, I'm stretching myself a little bit. When I speak to you, to have your attention. But when sermon is here, kasi defined throat siya, mas kaya ko. Kasi nakakahiram ako sa kanya eh. But we get to appreciate our differences eh. And we get to see how to better, show up as our true selves rather than trying to perform as someone who will be supporting our partners. Does that make sense? Kumbaga, you can support kasi by performing a supporting role eh. But you can also support by embracing what you naturally are capable of supporting. And the other way, the latter, is the much sustainable way. For me lang. Bala kayo kung anong sa inyo. It's for you to find out. It's for you to experiment. I will just promote the School of Total Human Design. And ngayon, you guys have a free class from me. So yung first class nyo, free siya. If you want to attend more of these sessions, mga ganitong sessions natin, we will have sessions like this every 2 weeks for the whole year. Okay? So 12 months siya. And mura lang siya, guys. 2027 lang siya. Isang taon na kayong enrolled sa akin. Okay. Siguro, may ask na lang as an energy exchange for you guys. If you really enjoyed this class, is to, invite other friends to attend class. Kasi madali lang naman mag-invite kasi you can say na, free naman yung first class. Attend ka sa class ni Miss Odds. And ayun, mag-enjoy din sila like what you guys experienced. And if you still want to, attend more classes like this with me, you can send a message. It's only 2027 for the whole year na, guys. Oh my God. Isang taon na tayong magaganituhan. ayun lang, that's the only sustainable offer I can do for now. Just to help you guys, just to help more women, to help more people who needs, a container like this, a community like this, no? Mapag-usapan yung totoong mga importanteng bagay, di ba? And, bali guys, ito pa pala, yung 2027, all of those are live classes. So, hindi kasama yung recording. If you wanted to purchase a recording, it would be a different price. Because that's, syempre may pangkain naman ako, di ba? Meron bayad na ng kuryente. Yun yung palighting setup natin. Ayun guys, I also still do one-on-one reading if you really want to schedule something like that. But if wala pa kayong budget for that, siguro ang pinaka-ending ko na lang is if wala pa kayong account sa totalhumandesign.com, oh my God, it's our pride. First in the Philippines, human design platform. Bago na yung website ngayon, we're always improving it. We're always adding new features. We're the first one to have our own human design brain. Hindi nga lang siya human design, guys. Grabe, may astrology din siya. Both Western and Eastern na kay Sage. And what else? Voice activated na din si Sage. Hopefully this year, maging app na siya sa Apple. Ayun. Something we're manifesting. Pero ngayon, ano naman na siya, mobile friendly naman na siya. So, ayun. Ano ba mga chika ko? Ayun lang guys, I hope you had fun. Did you have fun? Ako, I had fun. Na ma-discuss to sa inyo. Finally.